Welcome to Coffee with a Coach, where we bring you a cup of confidence to kick off your work week. This morning, join us in a discussion about how to create the change in yourself you always thought you could is executive coach Linda McNutt-Foster and Fran Turney, the president of the international coaching firm Excellent and the author of Be the Change, The Art of Becoming Your Own Innovation Project. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So Linda, I know for the past year, you and I, we've talked a lot about change, both in our personal and professional lives. So tell us what changes you're seeing both in individual coaching clients and with the companies that you work with.
I'm seeing a lot of things change and how hard it is for people to change. So because so many things are changing, deciding what you should change that's going to have the biggest impact on where you want to go is the hardest thing. And people are a little exhausted. So I think Fran's book is coming out at exactly the right time. I got an advanced copy of it, loved it, tore through it. I'm going to, tell all my clients they need to read it. So I was really excited to get him to be able to come on the show today with us.
Absolutely. Fran, do we have a bias towards different types of change we want to see within ourselves?
Well, what I would say is I think we are biased to change what others would like us to change. So I think one of the big things I think we need to move from is from trending topics, let's say, that we have out there that is the new era of let's do better on this, to trending habits. So we need to move from what others are telling us that we need to do to change with purpose, to change for the sake of the things that we value, we care about, and are aligned with who we want to be.
So would you say what's one of the best ways that we can get started with the change that we want to make?
That's a question I get all the time, okay, Fran, this is great, but tell me, how do I start? And what I would say is, I think there are two key things. The first one is to declare that we would like to get better at something and to express it openly. And I think that's one of the big barriers we have, because our ego is telling us not to share what we are not good at. I would say the second thing is to allow someone, I would say, choose a coach or ask someone to coach you, to make yourself, let's say, accountable for the things you said you would like to improve and you're not doing. And those are the two things. But the third thing I would say is put it in your agenda. So whatever is in your agenda, so like exercising, eating certain things, practicing meditation, whatever you would like to get better at, if it's not in your agenda, it will never happen.
Oftentimes we all say, I want to make a change, I want to do something to change my circumstances or situation, but we're so afraid of change and we're afraid of failing. What, in your experience, what are the biggest barriers for making a change? Is it fear? My guess, if I had to guess, would be fear.
Well, in my book, I share, based on my experience and science, that there are 5 barriers, but I want to talk about 1 or 2 right now. That is, so then people would like to read the other 3, okay? So, but one I would say is, yes, it's fear, but fear again to be vulnerable, to show that we are not perfect. Ego is one of the main barriers. So if we don't let go of that, if we are not allowed to share that we are not perfect, but it looks obvious because we are not perfect, but to share it openly is a hard one. But the second thing for me is that we are always trying to be perfect tomorrow. That's why the subtitle of the book is Let's Become Our Own Innovation Project. So whenever people change and improve and get better, it's because they move into a 1% better every day, not to perfection tomorrow. So if we apply 1% better every day, then in 100 days, we are in a much better position. I can guarantee you that. But so the main barrier is to express, let's say, the gap that we have and the intention that we have with expectation that the moment we say it, we need to be perfect tomorrow. So that's the main barrier. If we can unlock those 2 things, things will start moving in a different trajectory.
You are inspiring me so much right now, and now more than ever, I'm sure I'm not alone, that folks are going to want to pick up a copy of your book, The Art, or Be the Change, The Art of Becoming Your Own Innovation Project, because who doesn't want to make some change either in their personal lives or professional lives? Thank you guys so much. This was so timely, especially as we are setting into the new year when most people want to enforce some sort of change. So wonderful timing to get us prepared for 2022 to make that change happen. Thanks to you both.
Thank you,
Thank
Kathy.
you, Kiana.